Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the BYU Cougars and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me, he talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All wideouts, no backs. Austin Mack. Coming out aggressively. He's got it along the sideline. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Mack. Here's a heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Throwing, Mack. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible. This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundred.
And he'll finish the line and the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the ground, it's Martin. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. The sure hands, it's Bachmeier.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with third and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
On third down, he drops to throw. Release to the back. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Nestles it in at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Mack rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, no mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
Back to throw. It's Mack. Pressure coming. Chase to the right. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Quarterback making checks. Austin Mack. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Wants to throw it again. Escapes the pressure going right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Looking to throw again. Going to try to get it himself. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Throwing Mack. Under fire. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football.
Oh, the fake, and he wants to throw. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The fake field goal catches the defense with its pants down, and it's going to be a touchdown. Oh, the fake caught the defense by surprise. Opened up a little passing lane for the score.
And I tell you what, a field goal block, what are we doing? We're sending everybody. You might want to keep a guy or two back deep just in case they do run the field goal. And when you bring the field goal block and you bring everybody and you're sending all your resources to get them and you're not covering, this can happen. I tell you what, guts to call the play, and it actually worked.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Martin. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
There's some room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Going with the counter play here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, BYU was a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense takes matters into its own hands. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Buckmeyer. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
It's complete to the left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Mack fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already their blowout lead.
He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Austin Mack. Intercepted deep in his own end. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Buckmeyer. Got a man, it's Buckmeyer. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. On the move, it's Martin. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. BYU with the 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Finds his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They kick it away on 4th down. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing Mack. Here comes the heat. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. And he makes the grab at the 20. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now from inside the red zone. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Again, it's Mack. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the Florida State Seminoles. And it's the Red Raiders who finish off the victory to get to 4-1. They led this one at halftime. They held off a second-half comeback attempt.
What's good, yeah?
Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Anderson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive.
There he goes to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, BYU. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, they're able to punch that one in on the ground, and honestly, I'm not sure the defense really expected them to come out running the football considering how much they're down in this game. Probably expecting him to throw it a little bit more and have a little more sense of urgency. But either way, listen, for the offense, you just got to get on the board. You got to find a way to score somehow, some way. Now, they're down by a lot, David, and I don't know if they can keep running it moving forward.
They might not be able to keep running it, but they had to score on that possession. Now, defensively, you got to step up for them, right? Like, they got to get both sides of the football working together, but the defense is going to have to get some stops. But obviously, a bulk of the pressure is on this offense. Every possession is going to be so important.
Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Mack. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mack. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Austin Mack. Pocket breaking down. Soft spot in the middle.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy on offense?
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
He makes the catch. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
And I know, having talked to the quarterback before the game on the field, he was telling me, if I can just get this guy the ball, good things can happen. I think you saw it right there. Nice route, nice catch, but really good job after the catch, too. He was smelling the end zone.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bama!
physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get...
Going to take a shot at this DB. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
He has shown you why he's so versatile as a strong safety. This is a guy that we've seen come down to the box, support the run. He can tackle out in space, but he's also really good on the back end in coverage. That time in the cover two look, doing a great job with his eyes. He also shows you off the ball skills, making that pick.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Throwing Mack. Gonna let it fly. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too...
Gonna take a shot. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Casper.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. And that's a great start to this second half.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Under fire. Trying to get rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This is a situation here in the third quarter. This offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The Cougars line it up with a first and goal. Running the red zone. It's Martin. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Cougars! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the the PAT. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Mack. Here's the pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
This defense is electric. They have taken control of this game and helped give their team a big lead. Not only that, they can see. They're getting to the quarterback. They keep saying down here, keep getting after it. He is starting to show some signs of wear and tear. We'll see how much longer they can keep him in the game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He wants to change this route. 4th down, Austin Mack. Fires to the middle. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Dumps it to the back. It's complete on the right side. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Finding some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Brought it back to the 6-yard line after making the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Austin Mack. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
That's caught. It's Rodgers. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Might be changing the route. Throwing, Mack. Rushes on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
There we go, defense. That's the the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Pressure coming. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that's frustrating for an offense, man, because you got great field position set up. You want to be aggressive. You want to take advantage of it. But in order to do that, the offensive line has to do their job. You've got to give your QB time. They don't do it. And back-to-back plays, they're going the completely wrong direction.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Stepping to the right. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Bring in the heat, and it's a sack.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Might be calling a hot route. Williams. Under fire. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Play action with Williams. Big fella moving. And a good coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Williams will pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown time! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And here's the third interception of the night. Got some room to run. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. An easy decision there for the offense to decline the penalty and take the touchdown. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Bunch formation for these receivers. Anderson wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Casper. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Martin. Plows through the defense. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards. Another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Oh, they're after him. Breaks loose. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go, final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.